Hello, dear listeners, and welcome to Daily English Zone. My name is Marco, and today we're going to travel deep into the heart of self-discipline for success together. I want you to sit comfortably, take a slow breath, and imagine you're walking with me through a clear, bright path where every step is a small promise you keep to yourself. By the end of this episode, you'll feel self-discipline not as a punishment, but as a protective friend that carries you toward the life you want. Stay with me, repeat the lines you love, and let's build strength with kindness and consistency. Let's start simple because simple is powerful. Self-discipline is the skill of doing what matters, especially when you don't feel like doing it. Motivation is beautiful, but motivation comes and goes like weather. Discipline is the steady climate that keeps your inner garden alive in all seasons. Motivation says, I want to. Discipline says, I will. And identity whispers, I am. Here's our big frame for today. Identity, systems, moments, recovery, momentum. First, we shape identity. Then we build systems. Then we master tiny moments. Then we recover fast. And finally, we compound momentum. This is the map we'll follow from morning to night, and you can carry it in your pocket for the rest of your life. Ready to step in with courage and clarity? Let's begin with identity, because identity gives discipline a home. Identity-based discipline means you choose who you are before you choose what to do. Instead of saying, I want to run, say, I am a runner who runs even when it rains. Instead of saying, I'll try to study, say, I am the kind of student who opens the book at the same time every day. Identity reduces decision fatigue because the answer to should I do it becomes, of course, that's who I am. Your strongest habits grow from the strongest stories you tell about yourself. Let's build your identity sentence together right now. Say, I am the kind of person who keeps small promises even when nobody is watching. Say, I am the kind of person who shows up on time for my own goals. Say, I am the kind of person who keeps it simple, steady, and strong. Feel how that lands in your chest like a calm drum that guides your steps. This is your new inner voice, and it's already working for you. Now we move from identity to systems because willpower alone is a weak battery. Systems make the right action the easy action. Systems remove friction from good behaviors and add friction to bad ones. Systems are your environment, your schedule, your cues, your checklists, and your default choices. When your system supports your identity, discipline becomes as natural as gravity. Let's design a simple morning system right now. Put your phone across the room so you must stand to turn off the alarm. Place a glass of water next to your bed and drink it as your first win of the day. Lay out your clothes the night before so your sleepy brain meets fewer choices. Open your notebook to a page that already has the first tiny task written for tomorrow. These 4 moves reduce cognitive load and create acceleration. You don't wake up to a fight, you wake up to a runway. You don't start with pressure, you start with momentum. Momentum is discipline's best friend because motion feeds motivation. A small right action first thing in the morning is a vote for your identity and your day. Here's a powerful structure called the 3 M's: mindset, mechanics, and moments. Mindset is the story you tell yourself, mechanics are your tools, and moments are the tiny doors you walk through. If one part is weak, the whole bridge shakes, but if all 3 are aligned, you feel unstoppable. You don't need to be perfect, you need to be consistent at the right size. Small and steady beats big and broken every day. Let's make discipline visible with a daily 2-line tracker. Line 1, I showed up for 10 minutes. Line 2, I know my next tiny step for tomorrow. The tracker is short, so it survives busy days and hard moods. The tracker is honest, so you trust yourself again and again. Many people think discipline is about feeling strong, but it's mostly about making it easy to start. Your brain resists big, vague tasks and loves small, clear tasks. Change study English to open the book and read one page. Change get fit to put on shoes and walk for 10 minutes. Starting small is not weakness, it is wisdom. There's a phrase I use every morning, just begin gently. I say it when I feel heavy and it turns cliffs into ramps. I say it when I'm busy and it turns chaos into one next step. I say it when I'm tired and it reminds me that effort is enough. Just begin gently is the voice of discipline that loves you. Now let's step into time blocking, but we'll keep it flexible and humane. Choose a 90-minute deep block for your most important work. Put it early if you can, because early hours carry fewer interruptions. Protect the block with a closed door, silent notifications, and a single open tab. Tell yourself, I am unavailable to everything except this one promise. During the block, use 25-5 focus cycles or 45-10 focus cycles to keep your mind fresh. Set a timer so your brain stops asking how long left every 2 minutes. Place a paper pad next to you labeled later for every distracting thought. Write it down, release it, and return to your task like a quiet river. Each return is a rep that strengthens your attention muscle. Self-discipline fails when we think it's only about pushing. Strong discipline is also about shaping the space so the right thing pulls you. If you want to practice English, keep your notebook and headphones visible on your desk. If you want to eat better, keep fruit on the counter and snacks on the top shelf. If you want to read at night, put the book on your pillow every morning. These are not small tricks. These are engineering choices for your future self. Your environment is the silent architect of your behavior. Design it once, and it disciplines you 1,000 times. Let your room work for you while you work for your dream. Let your tools be teammates, not temptations. Now we talk about friction, the invisible force that decides who wins the day. Reduce friction for good habits and increase friction for bad habits. Put your running shoes near the door and your phone charger far from the bed. Put a water bottle on your desk and your streaming app password on a note in another room. Easy access grows action. Tiny delays break old loops. Ask yourself right now, where am I slipping because the wrong thing is too easy? Ask yourself, where can I add one small step that slows down the habit I'm trying to leave? Maybe you log out after each session. Maybe you uninstall an app during the week. Maybe you move the remote across the room. You are not weak. You are surrounded by clever designs. You can design back. Let's add a beautiful tool called implementation intentions. Use the formula, if X, then I will Y. If it's 7 a.m., then I will open my English notebook for 10 minutes. If I finish lunch, then I will take a 10-minute walk outside. If I feel the urge to scroll, then I will set a 3-minute timer and breathe slowly. This tiny sentence anticipates your day and hands you a ready action. It removes drama and replaces it with direction. It respects your humanity and trains your automatic pilot. Every if-then is a future you who already knows what to do. You deserve that kind of support from yourself.
Now let's talk about energy, because discipline without energy becomes brittle. Think in waves, not wires, and surf the wave you are in. If your energy is high, use it for creative or complex work. If your energy is low, do mechanical tasks or take a short walk to recharge. Place your toughest work near your natural peak and protect that window like a treasure. Eat, sleep, and move as a discipline, not as an afterthought. Sleep is a performance enhancer, not a luxury. Hydration is basic, not optional. Short movement snacks reset your mood faster than arguments with yourself. Treat your body like a partner, not a pet you only feed when convenient. Another powerful lever is identity cues. Put a sticky note on your laptop that says one thing at a time. Put a small bracelet on your wrist that reminds you focused and kind. Set your phone wallpaper to your identity sentence, I keep small promises. Surround yourself with quiet reminders that pull you toward your chosen self. Self-discipline grows inside self-respect. When you keep one small promise, you tell your nervous system, we are safe with each other. When you break a promise, you don't attack yourself, you repair the bridge. Repair is honesty plus action, not shame plus delay. You are allowed to start again as many times as it takes. Let's learn the 90-second reset for difficult moments. When you feel overwhelmed, you stop, place your hand on your chest, and breathe slowly. You name the feeling softly, I feel stress, and you let the wave pass without fighting it. You choose one tiny next step that takes less than 2 minutes. You do it, and the engine restarts gently. Here's a compassion loop that keeps discipline human. Notice, name, normalize, next step. You notice the feeling, you name it, you tell yourself it's normal, and you pick the next step. Compassion doesn't cancel discipline, compassion powers discipline. A kind driver still follows the road and arrives safely. Let's create a discipline menu for the days when you're tired. Tier 1 is minimums, 5 push-ups, 5 minutes of reading, 5 lines of writing. Tier 2 is mediums, 20 minutes of focused work, 20 minutes of walking, 20 practice sentences. Tier 3 is maximums, 60 to 90 minutes deep work, full workout, full lesson. You always pick something, so you always keep the chain alive. Minimums protect identity when life is heavy. Mediums build momentum when life is normal. Maximums push the frontier when life is light and bright. You don't argue with energy, you collaborate with it. That's real maturity in action. Add temptation bundling to make hard things friendlier. Listen to your favorite music only while cleaning your room. Watch a show only while walking on a treadmill. Drink your best tea only while doing language practice. Pair the task with a treat, and discipline becomes a date you look forward to. Now, let's talk about procrastination gently and honestly. Procrastination is usually not laziness. It is often fear or confusion. Ask, what part of this is unclear? And break it into the smallest visible step. Ask, what part of this feels scary? And shrink it until your nervous system says yes. Make it safe, make it tiny, and start while you are still a little afraid.
Use the 2-minute rule ruthlessly. If a task takes less than 2 minutes, do it now. If a big task feels heavy, start with the 2-minute version of it. 2 minutes is not the goal. It is the ignition. Once the engine is warm, the road opens. Let's train the phrase, I start before I'm ready. Perfection is a mask that fear wears to feel polite. Progress is permission to be imperfect while moving forward. You can adjust later. You can refine tomorrow. You can celebrate now. The world changes for those who begin. We also need boundaries because discipline without boundaries leaks everywhere. Choose device hours and no device hours. Choose focus spaces and social spaces. Choose days for deep work and days for deep rest. Boundaries are not walls against life. They are walls around your garden. Put a gentle end ritual at the close of your workday. Write tomorrow's first tiny task on a sticky note. Close your tabs and put your tools back in their home. Say out loud, work is done for today and I did enough. Your brain sleeps better when it knows the day is complete. Now we practice recovery, the most underrated part of discipline. When you miss a day, you don't miss two. When you break a streak,
You rebuild it with one tiny action today. When you feel shame, you swap it for honesty and planning. You are not your slip. You are your next step. Use the one-page weekly review every weekend. What did I do well? Where did I struggle? What will I change next week? 3 short answers, 10 quiet minutes, and a wiser new week begins. Add a win jar or win list to train your brain to notice progress. Smile and write one small win per day on a note and drop it in a jar or type it into your phone. Read the wins at the end of the month and feel your effort visible in paper and ink. Success loves evidence, and you are collecting it one day at a time. This is how confidence grows from reality, not fantasy. Let's talk about people, because discipline is contagious. Tell one supportive friend about your daily promise and send them a check mark when you complete it. Join a quiet online group where people report progress without drama. Find a mentor, even a virtual one, and study their normal day. Borrow structure from those who have built theirs already. Use accountability with compassion, not shame. The point is not to impress someone. The point is to keep the promise. If you miss, you report honestly and you reset the next smallest version. You don't hide, you heal, and then you continue. This is adult discipline, not school punishment. Let's anchor all of this with the discipline mantra you can carry in your pocket. I keep small promises. I design my space. I start tiny and finish honest. I recover fast. I compound momentum. Now I'll guide you through a 1-minute daily ritual to lock it in. Step 1, breathe slowly and say your identity sentence. Step 2, write one tiny task for today that takes 10 minutes or less. Step 3, start a timer and do 3 minutes immediately. Step 4, when it ends, ask, can I continue for 2 more minutes? Step 5, mark a check in your tracker and smile at the person you are becoming. This ritual respects your time, your biology, and your reality. It makes discipline small enough to start and strong enough to grow. It turns I should into I am. It turns maybe into now. It turns someday into today. Let's build a sample day of disciplined kindness from morning to night. Morning, phone across the room, water first, identity sentence, 10-minute block. Midday, 1 deep work block with 25 5 cycles, healthy lunch, short walk. Afternoon, admin tasks, boundaries for messages, 1 tiny improvement to your system. Evening, device dim, book on pillow, write tomorrow's first step, end ritual phrase. You can run this template even on busy days because it is light, flexible, and human. Notice the rhythm. Start gentle, focus deep, recover softly, close clean. This rhythm is music your nervous system can dance to. This rhythm keeps discipline from becoming a fight. This rhythm turns effort into ease over time. This rhythm is how ordinary days become extraordinary results. When storms come, and they will, use micro-discipline. Micro-discipline means you don't try to win the game, you just keep the ball in play. You do the minimums, you protect sleep, and you forgive quickly. You stay loyal to your identity, not to a perfect plan. When the sky clears, your habit is still alive and ready to grow again. Let's hold space for the emotional side of discipline. Sometimes you feel heavy because you are carrying unspoken expectations. Replace I must do everything with I do the next right thing. Replace I failed again with I learned the trigger
and changed the plan. Replace "I'm behind" with "I am beginning again now," because now is always fresh. You don't need a new personality, you need a new pattern. Patterns are built from small parts repeated with care. Cues, time blocks, tiny tasks, environment design, compassionate recovery. This is a toolkit, not a test. Use it and watch your days change shape. A vital distinction will save you from burnout: discipline versus rigidity. Discipline is firm on values and flexible on tactics. Rigidity is firm on tactics and forgets the human inside the plan. Strong discipline bends without breaking. Strong discipline lasts because it is kind. Before we close, I want you to imagine a future morning 6 months from now. You wake up to a room you designed with tools that wait like teammates. You drink your water and smile at the notebook already open to the next step. You begin gently and finish honestly, and the sun feels like it rises inside you too. That version of you is not a dream. That version of you is a direction. Here is your 7-day discipline starter plan. Day 1, write your identity sentence and put it where you will see it 5 times a day. Day 2, move your phone and set up the morning water and clothes. Day 3, choose one 10-minute task and do it right after waking. Day 4, set one 90-minute deep block for your most important work. Day 5, create your 2-line tracker and mark a check every day. Day 6, design friction. One thing easier, one thing harder. Day 7, do a 1-page review and choose one tiny improvement for next week. This plan is light, friendly, and real, and it will change how you feel about yourself. You will not become a robot. You will become a reliable friend to your future. You will not be perfect. You will be present and persistent. You will not wait for motivation. You will create momentum. This is the quiet revolution of self-discipline. If you want a sentence to carry today, carry this one. I do small things with steady love for my future self. Say it when you start the day. Say it when you feel resistance. Say it when you mark the check and close the notebook. Smiling. Thank you for walking this path with me step by step. Grateful. Thank you for your attention, your effort, and your brave honesty. Warm. Thank you for giving your future self the gift of small, steady love today. Hopeful. I believe in the quiet power you are building, and I can already feel your momentum growing. Uplifting. Your new chapter begins every time you say, I begin gently, and then you begin. Calm. As we close, breathe in patience and breathe out pressure. Supportive. Place your hand on your chest and promise one tiny thing for today. Confident. Keep it, and your voice will trust you a little more. Reflective. Keep it again tomorrow, and your days will begin to sing in a stronger key. Inspiring. Keep it for a season, and your life will feel like a home you built with your own hands. Smiling. This is Daily English Zone, and I'm honored to be part of your journey. Warm. My name is Marco, and I'm proud of the discipline you are choosing with kindness. Encouraging. Keep the identity sentence close. Keep the system simple. Keep the moments tiny. Keep the recovery gentle. And keep the momentum alive. Hopeful. Your future self is smiling at you from the road ahead, waving you forward with gratitude. Uplifting. Begin gently, continue steadily, and I will meet you again on the path.